What is up, everybody? It's draft night. It's finally here, and obviously I'm doing a slightly different venue from my past Cowboy vlogs because now I'm on my couch watching the draft. So just going to kind of keep you updated with some thoughts as the draft goes on. I'm mainly focusing on the Cowboys stuff, and if anything kind of out of the blue happens in this draft, I might kind of give a few thoughts on that, and then probably as the draft goes on tomorrow and into Saturday, keep with thoughts on the Cowboys picks, and then probably into next week I'll put some videos up kind of going over who we picked. So draft is on. I'm excited. I know everybody's excited to find out what the Cowboys are going to do, so let's keep our fingers crossed we get somebody who can help us this year. So here we go. Well, first surprise comes at pick number 3, and Jacksonville takes Blake Bortles, the quarterback from Central Florida. Very interesting. Now, what does this do with Khalil Mack, who hasn't been picked yet? Could anybody be sniffing maybe the Falcons moving up now that he's at least dropped to 4? You never know with the NFL draft. Let's wait and see. Well, as soon as I drop the camera, we got the Bills trading up to number 4. Very interesting. Now, what are they going to do? I've seen reports that they might be looking for Sammy Watkins, and that they might be along with Detroit. We're one of the teams looking up to grab Sammy Watkins. I'm going to say it's Watkins here, but maybe it's Mack. I'm still going to say Watkins, and then I'm going to think that Oakland probably jumps on Khalil Mack, but let's see. Whoa! The Browns traded up for Justin Gilbert, the corner out of Okie State.
I guess. That's a lot of work.
I didn't see that happening.
And I don't know how that works. When you move one spot, if
you never know with the NFL draft. Well, there goes my top draft target for the Cowboys in this draft, Anthony Barr, taken by Minnesota. So there goes him. So who do we have left? Aaron Donald is still on the board. Whether or not he'll make it down to 16, who knows? Zack Martin's still there. We'll see what happens, but a little bit disappointing for me. I was really hoping we could get Barr, but we'll see what we do. And there goes possible selection number 2. Aaron Donald goes to St. Louis at 13. Now we've got 2 more people in front of us, Chicago and Pittsburgh, and Johnny Football is still on the board. Looks to me like unless somebody trades ahead of us, Johnny's going to be there when we pick. So let the drama ensue. All right, we are here at our pick for the Cowboys, number 16, and Johnny Football's on the board. Zack Martin is still on the board. Both safeties, Clinton Dix and Calvin Pryor. C.J. Mosley. Most of the other kind of lower end receivers, the Brandon Cooks, Marquise Lee. What are we going to do? I got to think we're trying to maybe trade, would be my thought, but who knows if people are willing to trade up to do anything. But I say I have no idea. I would trade back, I think. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll be back with the announcement. Here we go, folks. Cowboys about to make a selection. What are we going to do?
With the 16th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Zack Martin, guard.
I had a feeling. Zack Martin, going to play him at guard. Woo! What's your reaction? You probably have half the fan base going crazy happy, half the fan base going crazy nuts. So I think we could have a dominant O-line, but I don't know. Lots of drama the last 10 minutes. So Zack Martin, your newest Dallas Cowboy. Well, took until pick number 22, but finally Johnny Manziel comes off the board, and kind of what people thought might happen at number 4, but didn't. Cleveland takes him at pick number 22. So the slide of Johnny Manziel has ended. And luckily that means he didn't end up with Philly, which I kind of worried about at some point. And he didn't end up with Arizona. And I live in Arizona and I hate Arizona and I would not want him to play for the Cardinals. So Manziel to Cleveland. Wish him the best. not very, he's well, a horrible team, but hopefully maybe he can do something with them. But so now officially, all the potential Johnny Manziel, any connection to Dallas is gone, which I don't think they would have ever traded up to get him anyway. But Manziel's off the board. All right, so first round is now over. We just finished off with Minnesota trading up to pick number 32 and grabbing Teddy Bridgewater. So that leaves Houston with an interesting decision at the first pick of the second round tomorrow, since the highest rated quarterback left is Derek Carr. So that should bring back memories for Houston fans. As far as the Cowboys go, obviously we didn't trade. We picked Zack Martin tonight at pick 16. So let's see what some of these guys are who might be available for us tomorrow, or at least going into the second round, that were on Dallas's board. So to me, as I look at this, we're probably looking for the defensive help, obviously. So guys like Timmy Jernigan, still on the board. DeMarcus Lawrence, still on the board. Coney Ely, Rashid Hageman, Scott Crichton. What else do we got here? Those are probably the bigger names that had at least second round consideration. Maybe Kareem Martin, but he's probably like a third rounder. But as far as the defense goes, we at least got those guys who are kind of still on the board. Easley was taken off earlier by the Patriots, so that took him out of consideration. So we'll kind of have to see how the board falls tomorrow night. But I'm assuming we'd like to get one of those defensive linemen. If I had to take a guess right now, tough to say. I'm going to say probably it's going to be between like Coney Ely and DeMarcus Lawrence, maybe. Depending on how much Jernigan falls because of that whole diluted sample thing. But I'm going to take a guess that maybe Coney Ely is our second round pick, assuming we don't trade back or trade up, or you never know. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night. But first round is over, so check back with you for round 2 and 3.